This weekend I had one day to do some SOTA activations and thought I'd try my hand at these 3 located just outside of Placerville. The first summit on the list is Slate Mountain. I've chased this mountain, so I was excited to make it a SOTA complete. The drive up is mostly on Mosquito Road and this has this really interesting 1-lane bridge.
So it looks like we've reached the end of the pavement. Should be, I don't think this road's supposed to be too challenging, so we'll see how it goes. Reach the end of the road at Slate Mountain. If you go a little past where Google tells you to the mountain is, you can actually double back after you've passed this point and come up the backside of the mountain, which brings you to this gate, which is actually in the activation zone. So I'm gonna hike up so I can get 2 meter and maybe 440 into the valley and Sacramento area without this hill blocking it and see what we can do.
Unfortunately, in my rush to get started, I did not film anything at the top of the hill. I did string my 2 meter dipole up on a mast for this activation, and within about 45 minutes was able to get 7 contacts. The second summit on my target list today was Bald Mountain. It's about a 45-minute drive from Slate Mountain.
As you come back down the Slate Mountain Road, you make almost a 180 here and you're back on Mosquito, and I believe that'll take me up to Bald Mountain, so headed that way now. So the GPS is telling me to continue on Mosquito Road up to Onion, but I see Sand Mountain Road here. I think it goes through, so we're gonna turn left here and see how that turns. So Sand Mountain Road definitely brings you through here by the volunteer fire station and up to Wentworth Springs Road. So hopefully a little jaunt to the left on Wentworth Springs will put us on the turnoff for Bald Mountain. So the turnoff here doesn't seem to have much of a marker, but seems to be the right space. It's been the right turnoff because I got a Bald Mountain lookout and staging area. So definitely take Sand Mountain Boulevard. About a third of a mile from Bald Mountain. Gate here is closed, but there's a nice pull-off area. The road up did get a little rutted and pitted, but I think I made it in 2-wheel drive. I think any car with decent wheels, tires, and 2-wheel drive is in a little bit of clearance is adequate to make the climb. My trusty companion here. Struggling a little with the grade, but I think he'll be all right. Not too much further by. There's even a restroom up here. So Bald Mountain looks like it's got some towers, hopefully not too much interference. Gotta find a spot set up now and a shady spot for this guy. I was sitting over in the shade in the trees, got 3 contacts, changed my orientation trying to get this antenna to reach out in a different direction to get a fork. CQ, 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 W6 DFM calling CQ for summits on the air.
After a little more frustration on 40 meter, I decided to take a walk over to this viewpoint and enjoy the view while chatting on 2 meter with another summit up on Kraus Ridge. Did return and get 1 contact on 40 meter before I left. My final destination for this trip was Big Hill. To get there, you mostly go up Wentworth Springs and go by a place called Rob's Hut, which has another summit, but I was warned that trees were blocking that road.
After about a 20-mile drive up Whitmore Springs Road, came to Ice House. So here I am driving Ice House, supposedly about a 30-minute drive from here to get to Big Hill. You're definitely getting closer to the snowy, icy parts of the Sierras. Right down here, about a mile behind me was Rob's Hut Road turnoff. I heard that there are fallen trees blocking the road, and the hike's about 2 miles. And since I'm pressed for time, I'm going to skip Rob's and maybe find a day I can camp out and do it over there. Starting to get into a little snow too. After about a 2.5 mile ride up from Ice House, I arrive at the top of Big Hill. This is the highest of the peaks I'm doing today, and by far the most spectacular views. This is off to the west. Definitely some radio towers. So just trying to find a spot, maybe right here by these trees to set up. So this one was a pretty quick setup. There's a flagpole post to help me get my mast up, tied to that post, and I'll picnic table mobile shortly. So the band opened on 40, and I was just starting to get some contacts, and the battery gave out. I guess it's one of the issues with doing multiple summits in one day on one battery. So this is my parting view after 3 successful summits. So overall, a great day. I got my HF rig out for the first time, activated 2 summits with it. I did the first one all FM just so I could keep the time, and it's still a fair amount of light. I really probably could have got Rob's in if it wasn't for the trees as well. I was able to get another summit to summit with the ham radio operator I'd previously contacted, as well as 2 summit to summits with some brothers in Nevada, and then some other 40 meter and another 2 meter contact to finish the day. Overall, this was a pretty busy day with a 3-hour drive from the East Bay both ways, and all the activating made for a long day as well. But pretty fun. 3 summits on the air accomplished, and this is all also in El Dorado Forest, which counts as a POTA activation.